Hello friends and family. It's been a while since I made the last video and I'm really excited to be making this video and to be sharing what God has been doing in my life and the miracles and blessings He's given me. Since the last video I made, I've got a visa and I got my ID card, my Bolivian ID card, so I have officially immigrated into the country of Bolivia, and that will last me up to 2 years. Before coming to Bolivia, a good friend of mine had told me, prepare to lose everything. And I thought to myself, like, what does he mean? Like, sure, if I lose my suitcase full of my clothes, I can buy new clothes. I really don't want to lose my new camera because it's brand new. And I thought to myself, I'm never going to lose those things because I'm going to school, it's safe, I'm going to take care of my stuff. Well, unfortunately, when I was in northwestern Bolivia filming with Gospel Mission Aviation, the unfortunate thing happened and my camera accidentally fell into a creek and was completely submerged in water. Now this brand new camera, the Lord had provided for me, and I was kind of torn. Like, it was at the very beginning of the film shoot. We had not even recorded what we needed to record. I had just started recording at the new property for the air base for Angel One in Bolivia, and I was like, Lord, what do I do? Thankfully, my friend Justin had a backup camera. We kept on recording, and we tried everything. We dried out that camera. I didn't put any batteries in for a week, and then I tested it, and it worked. Then it didn't work. Well, it sat on my desk for a little over a week, and I was getting ready to send it back to the United States, and I just felt like it was a hopeless thing, but I felt impressed to put a battery back in, and it turned on. My camera is repairable, and it's now in the process of being repaired in California. The Lord has been teaching me that to be a missionary, to work for Him, I must be willing to lose everything. And it's true what my friends said. One more special thing that I want to share is outreach. So our entire campus gets split into groups. We have different territories in our district with different churches in each territory, and we get sent to those churches Sabbath morning. So one day I was scheduled for special music, and we got to the church and it was a children's program. So the children had a special music already planned, so they said, well, sorry, Aaron, it will have to be next week. And so I'm thinking, Lord, I brought this violin. What do I do with it? And as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? I could use it for evangelism in the afternoon. As we were walking down the road, we saw this guy chewing cocaine and cutting down a tree with his chainsaw, and at that moment he was sharpening his chainsaw. As I'm playing the violin, he was very distracted. He wasn't too much interested in the music, but these children started lining up on the fence in the neighboring property. And I'm watching them, and I noticed one of the little girls started crying and wiping tears from her eyes as I finished playing the song. So we prayed with the guy that was cutting down the tree, and as my outreach partner and I went our way, I told him about what I had seen. And he said, we got to go back and visit that family. And the dad met us at the gate, and he seemed not too happy that we were there. But first we prayed with him at the gate, and then he said, come in and you can play the violin for my family. And so I played several songs on the violin. Howell had a short Bible study, sharing some Bible promises with them, and we prayed again with their family. I took a group photo with them, and we went our way, and I didn't know what would happen. But last week, I had my violin with me again. I went back there, and praise the Lord, we just sat down, and Howell started asking her questions about her family, how they were doing financially, spiritually, what their story was. And she opened up, she started telling us her story. And then, I didn't catch this because I don't understand Spanish, but Howell translated later to me that she had told him that her husband never lets anyone in the yard. They actually have never let anyone from any denomination or church on their property. He gets very angry when those people come. But there was something about my music when I was playing next door that touched their hearts, When we came to pray with them, he was touched by the prayer, and that she told us that both of them, her and her husband, noticed something different in us. They told us they have never gone to a church before. They have no experience with church, but at this point they're going through a rough time in their family, in their life, and they are looking for God. And so because of music, the gift of music, God used that to open up a door that would never have been opened any other way, to reach and touch lives with the good news of Jesus. For me, I thought to myself, there is no way that God has anything for me to do in Bolivia, because for one, I don't know the language, and it's going to be a while before I'm able to communicate. I was just like, Lord, I don't know why you put me here, because I'm not enjoying sitting behind a computer all the time doing video editing, even though it's for ministry. I'm like, this is not what I'm enjoying, but I'm learning so much to trust in God, so much about leadership in my department, so much about submission to God's plan, God's will. And the Lord said, you know what? I got something special for you. The Lord has given me the gift of a language that is understandable all over the world. A language that connects where language boundaries separate. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity that God has given me to reach people that would otherwise not be reached with traditional evangelism, to reach them with music. I'm excited for what God is doing in my life and in all of your lives. My mission, your mission, is to reach the unreached and to hasten the coming of Jesus.